In this video, we will review the SQL Collector tile. The SQL Collector is responsible for logging time series data from a SQL database to the historian. In doing so, Canary requires a queue table from which to read data. This table can be populated using a trigger from another table to copy the data or by creating a SQL job to populate it. In any case, data is removed from the queue once it has been processed so that it is not continuously growing. At a minimum, Canary requires an auto-increment column, tag name, timestamp, and value. Property columns can be added as needed. Once the table has been set up, configuration within the tile can begin. When we first open the tile, we are presented with the status screen, which displays any connections that are already configured. From here, we can see the database the collector is connected to and the destination and dataset to where the data is being logged. Sessions can be disabled and enabled using the button on the right. Navigating to the configuration screen, we can create a new session, remove a session, or edit the configuration of one that already exists. A session must be disabled in order to make changes to it. Using the settings on the right, the user can define the destination of where data will be sent along with the dataset where it will be stored. If the dataset name is prepended to the tag name within the queue table, this can be left blank. The max tags parameter is used in conjunction with the provided dataset name. If the number of tags were to exceed this amount, an additional dataset would be created in the historian and incremented by 1. An asterisk needs appended to the end of the dataset name to utilize this functionality. Next, the user can choose from one of the 3 provider options and provide the SQL Server name and database. If the Microsoft SQL option is selected, the user has the option of choosing an integrated security connection, in which case, the collector will connect to the database using the account on which the SQL Collector service is running. Otherwise, the user can provide credentials and indicate whether or not it is a domain user. Next, the user can indicate the queue table within the database where Canary will scrape the data from. Column headers must be provided for the auto-increment, tag name, timestamp, and value columns. The quality and property columns are optional. The row limit is the number of rows the collector can process in one batch. The query interval is the frequency in seconds at which the collector checks the table to see if there is data to be processed. The seeding option is only used when initializing the dataset with historical data. This option should be disabled when collecting real-time data. That's all for the SQL Collector. Thanks for watching.